David Fung, a land surveyor by trade, demonstrated he's pretty good in the water too, saving a dog and her owner from floodwaters. Well, this week, all three were reunited. Here's Omar Villafranca.
In the middle of August's historic Louisiana flood,
Give me a knife, give me a knife.
27-year-old David Fung jumped into the raging waters in Baton Rouge to rescue a woman in this red car, sinking to her certain death.
She had gotten into a deep part of the water, and that's where you see that the car started to sink. She was actually about to be in real trouble.
In the chaos, Fung managed to pull 53-year-old Haley Brulette out to safety. But he wasn't finished with his rescue operation.
I can't get the dog.
So I took one deep breath and gave it one last try and was able to retrieve the dog.
I got your dog. Oh!
Brulette had just gotten out of the hospital after kidney surgery. She was on her way to pick up medication when she drove into the floodwaters with her trusted dog, Sassy.
I was more scared for her than anything. More scared for her.
A month after her brush with death, Brulette is still homeless.
It's so hard to start over.
It is.
Because you don't know where to start. Hopefully that'll happen. Oh, you does.
This week, she was reunited with the stranger who rescued her. He brought her supplies and dog treats for Sassy.
I think it is divine intervention. I believe that in my heart, my soul.
Proving the only thing that can match Mother Nature's worst is human nature's best.
It's just who we are in Louisiana. We help people in times of need, and I was put in that place to help her out.
Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Denham Springs, Louisiana.
Unsinkable Sassy. That's the CBS Evening News for tonight. For all of us at CBS News all around the world, good night.
This is Oklahoma's own News on 6.
And first on 6, an idea to help Tulsa police solve crimes by tapping into private security cameras downtown.
It could also help them track down criminals. News on 6 reporter Emery Bryan live downtown with our top story here at 6 o'clock. Emery?
Well, there are thousands of security cameras downtown, some of them city-owned, most of them in private businesses are on the outside. And now there is a way to connect all of those cameras to the police. The affordability of low-cost, high-quality cameras has encouraged the spread of surveillance systems. They're watching over almost everything, but when something happens, the police don't know if a camera caught anything. An emerging technology can help police quickly locate footage, and the system would cost about $20,000 a year.
If you have an incident that happens downtown, the ability for the police to get video for that incident is extremely important. First, we need to know that it exists. And then we need to be able to get it.
The idea came up to the Downtown Coordinating Council, a group of business interests who would have to buy into the idea. The system relies on agreements to find and share video if it's available, just for the asking. It essentially crowdsources the effort to check the video to the owners of the cameras near a crime.
There's a good chance that there's a camera saw that incident happen. But if TPD doesn't know that there's a camera there, they don't know that there's an electronic witness to that incident.
The city of Tulsa alone has 2,000 cameras around the city, but no one for now has a count or a map showing all the others. And this is a trend. In Fort Worth, individuals can register their home cameras with police. This system would go a little bit further, sending businesses automatic alerts when there's a crime in their area and setting up a way to automatically feed that video to the police. Reporting live downtown, Emery Bryan, News on 6.
A Green Country family's angry that the wrong way driver who killed their loved one more than a year ago still hasn't been charged with a crime.
At first, the driver was too injured to be charged, but now the family contends she's well enough to have a Facebook page and post photos with her family. News on 6 crime reporter Lori Fulbright looks for answers. New at 6.
I want you to take a look at this. This is Megan Kramer's Facebook page, and it says she's been posting on there for the last 4 months. Mark Alderman's family believes if she's well enough to post pictures of herself spending time with her family, she's well enough to face charges.
Angela Alderman tells me the past year without her husband of 20 years has been the hardest thing she's ever gone through. Mark was coming home on his motorcycle after performing a wedding ceremony when a driver going the wrong way on Highway 412 hit him head on. Troopers say that driver was Megan Kramer.
Just heartbreaking. He was the center of our family, the very center.
Troopers say Kramer was too badly injured both physically and mentally at the time to face charges, but they did send Kramer's blood test results to the Rogers County DA's office. Angela says this is what she was told about those results.
That she was very drunk, had marijuana and pills in her system.
When Angela and her family saw Megan Kramer's Facebook pictures with her son and grandchildren, all they could think was, why does she get a life when Mark does not?
He's dead. He gets nothing.
I called the Rogers County District Attorney's office, who told me they now plan to make a decision about filing charges very soon, and they didn't do so before because they'd been told Kramer was in a vegetative state. I messaged Kramer on Facebook twice, but didn't hear back.
I think she should go to prison.
Lori Fulbright, News on 6.
Bixby police are looking for a man who escaped custody this morning. They gave us this photo of Daniel Mahaya and say he was handcuffed and put in a patrol car but managed to get away. Officers believe someone picked him up. If you know where he is, call Bixby Police. We first alerted you to the story on our News on 6 app, and you can download it for free from your app store.
A Tulsa mother's in jail this evening on 2 complaints of child neglect. Police say Carnisha Pearson left her 4- and 5-year-old children alone in their apartment for 6.5 hours earlier this month. Officers say the children had access to a handgun that had a bullet in the chamber.
The city of Tulsa said today it's not paying a computer company until that company fixes the 311 system. 311 is supposed to streamline all the contact you have with the city, online and mobile, but it's been plagued by computer problems. At a meeting this morning, city councilors learned the company will fly in some of its top troubleshooters next week, hoping to reboot the project. The 311 system was supposed to be functioning last summer.
Casinos have pumped billions of dollars into Oklahoma's economy since the state signed a gaming compact with tribes more than a decade ago. That compact expires in about 3 years. And as News on 6 anchor Tess Monty tells us, the Osage Nation is already thinking about a new deal. Tess?
Terry, if a deal is not made by the deadline, that means some slot machines and all card games would have to shut down at casinos in Oklahoma. So with billions of dollars on the line and a lengthy negotiating process, the chief here with the Osage Nation says drawing up a new compact should start now. The ringing of games inside an Oklahoma casino. That's the sound of money, some might say.
You can see the success of a casino is in its diversity of games, its attractiveness to the customers.
Osage Nation Chief Jeffrey Standing Bear would like to see that diversity grow. Under the current gaming compact, some games like roulette are not allowed in Oklahoma casinos. Standing Bear says adding more Vegas-style gaming like that could mean billions more for the state.
So that is an economic force that is at play here. What keeps it going is a stable compact.
The gaming compact between Oklahoma and 33 tribes expires January 1st, 2020. Standing Bear says there's no time to waste in cutting a new deal, especially with Governor Fallon's term ending not long before the deadline.
If we start over with someone right before the deadline, we're done. It's not going to happen.
All the tribes and the state have to agree on a new compact, then the federal government must sign off. Standing Bear says any delays past the expiration date would cost Oklahoma greatly.
Millions, tens of millions would be lost to the state, the economy. It would be devastating.
The governor's office says there has been no formal communication with the tribes about renegotiating the compact. Standing Bear says he did have some informal talks with the general counsel, Steve Mullins, though, before he resigned earlier this year. Reporting live in Sky 2, Tess Monty, News on 6.
The Cherokee Nation has approved the largest budget in its history. It's worth $934 million, and it takes effect October 1st.
been a warm, humid day across the area. Let's take a quick look at Viper. We do have some showers and thunderstorms showing up, and that goes from Osage County and then back down into northern Tulsa County. And then we have a few cells down around Okemah, and we did have a few down around Okmulgee. Those have since weakened. That green line you see is an outflow boundary where we did have some wind gusts 25 miles per hour, but right now some rain's kind of scattered from Collinsville, Owasso, then north of Skytook at this time. Also, there is an area of some fairly heavy downpours of rain and thunderstorm now over Dewey on the north side of Bartlesville. Take a quick look at what's going on with that at this time is that we continue to show that the potential is there for at least a chance of some rain and thunderstorms in that vicinity. We're talking again heavy downpours. If you're in that vicinity, just be advised north of Bartlesville, heavy rain for you. That should end very shortly. And we're also talking about conditions that are favorable for additional rain and thunderstorms. And could it soak us on the weekend? All the details in that forecast coming up shortly.
All right. Thank you, Travis.
Thanks, Travis. Tulsa police are working to figure out if 3 overnight crimes are connected. Officers first responded to a hotel at 11th and I-44 where police say 2 men stole a black SUV from a man in the parking lot.
About 20 minutes later, police say 2 men robbed a worker at a taco stand near 31st and Mingo. They got away with what police call a notebook. Police also say both robberies involved a silver handgun.
90 minutes later, police went to the QT at Admiral and Memorial after a clerk there called and said a man in the store had a shotgun. Police questioned 3 people inside a black SUV in the parking lot and found a shotgun inside.
Officers arrested Wardell Melton on a warrant out of Okmulgee County. They have not tied him to the overnight crimes, but say they are still investigating.
Using your smartphone to seriously save some money.
News on 6 anchor Craig Day shows us 6 money-saving apps. That's tonight at 10.
And still to come at 6 o'clock, the Tulsa zip code that pays the most money for car insurance.
And next at 6, why one group wants you to turn down a controversial state question about the death penalty.
Seriously saving money at your fingertips. I'm Craig Day. I've found 6 apps you're going to want to know about. Great ways to find deals, cut costs, and a whole lot more.
Tonight at 10 on News on 6.
From the second your alarm goes off, 6 in the morning alerts are waiting to get your day started.
By your first cup of coffee, you'll see breaking news and important stories.
And when it's time to head out, you'll know what the weather's going to do hour by hour.
No one wakes up your day like 6 in the morning. High definition programming on the News on 6, sponsored by Cox, Tulsa's best choice for HD.
Today we're going to be comparing these 2 truck beds. Let's start over here with this aluminum bed. Put your toolbox up here.
Whoa, that's a big hole. That is unbelievable.
Now let's check out the roll-formed steel bed of the Silverado. Same spot, same empty toolbox.
Took it way better. The steel held up.
Find your tag and get 16% of MSRP cash back on select remaining 2016 Silverado pickups in stock. That's over $7,500 cash back on this Chevy Silverado. Chevy drives Oklahoma. Find new roads.
As the great Vince Lombardi said, perfection is unattainable, but if you chase perfection, you can catch excellence.
At Jim Glover Chevrolet, our team has doubled in size with the addition of our second location at I-44 in the Arkansas River, but we still share the same common goal of delivering excellence in every facet of the car buying experience.
As Oklahoma's #1 Chevy dealer, we are committed to giving you the best prices in Oklahoma.
Right now, get $12,000 off MSRP on America's truck, the Chevy Silverado, or drive away in the all-new Malibu for just $19,888. And take $6,000 off MSRP on the fuel-efficient Chevy Cruze. Or get behind the wheel of the powerful Camaro, 0 down and just $319 a month. Plus, our game plan makes you the winner. The Glover Guarantee includes free oil changes for life, a free lifetime vehicle warranty, and much more.
Come experience a company dedicated to excellence, now with 2 locations. Jim Glover Chevrolet, I-44 in the Arkansas River, take the Elwood exit, or I-44 Memorial.
People ask, when's the best time to buy at Honda of Bartlesville? This is it.
Held over. Clearance pricing on 2016 Hondas plus 2016 Civic LX $17,988. CRV LX $20,988. Not buying now? Could cost you thousands. 2016 Civic LX $17,988. CRV LX $20,988.
This is it.
Honda of Bartlesville. BartlesvilleHonda.com.
Get your Ticks for 6 advanced Tulsa State Fair tickets now through September 26th at Expo Ticket Express, Area Quick Trips, and Prosperity Banks. Buy early and save. 4 tickets for $24. Come check out the all-new Jim Norton Chevrolet at 145th and the BA Expressway.
One day after the Oklahoma Department of Corrections put off approving new execution protocols for the state, a group is bringing attention to a state question about the death penalty.
The group is called Think Twice Oklahoma, and they want voters to reject State Question 776 on the November ballot. The referendum would include the death penalty as part of Oklahoma's state constitution. These opponents say it gives lawmakers too much power, allowing them to authorize any legal method of execution.
So really there's no telling what kind of possible methods of execution could be attempted. I mean, there's been talks of nitrogen gas here.
We talked to a local lawmaker who sponsored the measure. Hear how he's defending it tonight at 9 and 10.
Well, new this evening, a warning for Oklahoma voters about a new internet scam. They call it phishing. The state election board says several voters have gotten emails asking them to verify their personal information. Now, if you get the email, don't open it because there's a link inside directing you to a malicious website. The election board always uses the U.S. mail to verify any information.
The Oklahoma weather experts are keeping an eye on showers and storms popping up on the Osage Casino Skycam network.
And Travis is tracking appropriately 6 more chances for rain in his Future View forecast coming up.
Plus, the next step the city of Tulsa is taking to make a giant sports complex into a reality.
The Fall Camping and Truck Show is back at Bob Hurley RV, September 12th through Saturday the 17th. Get free parking, free admission, and free food. The Fall Camping and Truck Show runs September 12th through 17th at Bob Hurley RV.
We owe a lot to buffaloes. Pretty pictures in 8th grade history books. A city in New York. A zesty sauce for chicken. And now, Arby's new buffalo chicken sandwich. So next time you see a buffalo out there, thank it. From a safe distance. They're not as nice as you'd hope. Arby's, we have the meats.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Take on sudden stops in Nissan Sentra, Altima, and Maxima with intelligent safety shield technologies. Get to your local Nissan store today for 0% financing for up to 72 months or save up to $4,500 on the 2016 Altima.
Winning is a mindset. Always focused on giving yourself the best advantage. A winner doesn't just come to play. A winner comes to conquer. Focused, waiting, patiently waiting for the time to strike.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight. You've done it again, Oklahoma. You've made Bill Knight Ford your #1 Ford dealer in Oklahoma for the 7th year in a row. And we want to say thank you with great deals like these.
During the SUV season sales event, get 0% financing for up to 72 months on the new Escape, Explorer, Expedition, and Edge.
I invite you to come see why we're Oklahoma's #1 Ford dealer for 7 years in a row. Bill Knight Ford and BillKnightFord.com, home of the Knight Advantage.
Join us for the 6th annual Corn Dog Classic 5K, September 23rd at Expo Square. Net proceeds will benefit food for kids, and there'll be plenty of fair food and fun along the way. The Corn Dog Classic 5K, September 23rd.
JimGlover.com is the place to go to shop thousands of vehicles on one convenient website. And check out our quality pre-owned vehicles starting at just $49.95. Whether you're searching for your next vehicle on your desktop, mobile, or tablet, JimGlover.com is always open.
Amati's Persian Rugs, elegance for any decor, located at 81st and Sheridan.
The Fall Camping and Truck Show is back at Bob Hurley RV, September 12th through Saturday the 17th. Get free parking, free admission, and free food. The Fall Camping and Truck Show runs September 12th through 17th at Bob Hurley RV.
Survivor next Wednesday. 2 generations will clash. Millennials versus Gen X.
The millennials, they don't have a clue. The older generations, they've been brainwashed.
It's my generation. 2 tribes head to head. In a culture war for the ages.
Go Gen X! Go millennials! I love old people, but I'm gonna beat them.
All new Survivor Millennials versus Gen X premieres CBS next Wednesday.
Tulsa City Council set to vote on money for infrastructure at a new sports complex north of Jones Riverside Airport.
Late last month, the city broke ground on the Titan Sports and Performance Center at 81st and Elwood. The 60-acre complex will include indoor and outdoor soccer fields and 2 outdoor lacrosse fields, along with indoor basketball and volleyball courts. Pilot Will Kavanaugh is in Osage Sky News 6 HD to explain the city's next step.
They're going to put in about $550,000 worth of infrastructure so they can start their building. And the return to the city looks to be about $6.5 million of economic impact to the local area.
Well, that infrastructure includes street work and utilities that aren't currently at the project site. Titan Sports should open next summer.
New research from the website thezebra.com shows Oklahoma is the 3rd most expensive state for car insurance, and the report says Tulsans pay more than $130 more in premiums than the state average. Here's a look at which Tulsans pay the most for car insurance broken down by zip code. Those living in the 74103 zip code have the highest rates. That's us, Terry, right here in this building. You can check out the average premium in your zip code by clicking inside this story at newson6.com.
And we'll have more on that tonight at 10. In the meantime, let's check out and see what's going on right now in the world weather. Showers and thunderstorms are kind of popping up again. We had a whole bunch off to the southeast of Tulsa. Now one line is kind of formed north to south across the region. Some of these showers and thunderstorms are even locally heavy. Now, most of the heavier rains from today were off to the southeast. This is where it has rained, and really just in the greens and the yellows are the only place that really picked up significant rain. But we did at least have one part of southeastern Wagner County pick up some reasonable rain around OK, and then also up into southeast Kansas, but the folks up in southeast Kansas aren't quite as off as bad as we are around here, and we are watching because there's a chance of additional rain because that's what's happening right now. We have showers and storms going on from around the areas of Skiatook and northern Tulsa County and extending just north of Collinsville, now moving across the Tulsa-Washington County line on up to just north of Ramona and Talala areas, and just looking at around the Bartlesville area. Kind of keep an eye on this storm. This is fairly heavy right now, and it's increased in intensity right now, and it's running from mainly Dewey in the northeast side of Bartlesville, then that extends to just south of Copan. It's just kind of holding steady at this moment. In fact, as we take a look at what's going on with it at this moment, not a whole lot, but it does have at least some vertical development with it. We do have rain, thunderstorm activity, and there is some lightning associated with it. So just be advised if you're going to be out and about. Back in the Tulsa area at this hour, most of us are relatively quiet, but you notice a flare up of a cell that's just north of Sapulpa, just on the southwest side of Prattville. This boundary is pretty cool because it's an outflow boundary from some heavier thunderstorms, and that just create cool air, so it's like a miniature cold front going westward. And we did knock temperatures down about 5 degrees, but we still have rain in northern Tulsa County. So what's going on right now? Well, this is a look up into northern Tulsa County right now from Jinx, and you can see there's some towers going up and continuing. They're soft towers, as we call them, so it's not a whole lot of energy with them, but there's rain under it, and that's kind of a good thing unless you're trying to drive. 80 right now, heat index, if you want to call it that, 82. We haven't had too much problems now that we've had at least some of that rain-cooled air move into the Tulsa area. But if you're sneezing or sniffling, it's most likely ragweed. Ragweed's it's just the season for it, so hang in there, and it does affect a lot of people. I mentioned this quite a bit, but even if you don't suffer with allergies and you might be sneezing, you're like, what is going on? But that could be a culprit. We're looking at 77 in Broken Arrow right now. Enjoy that. 75 in Coweta. We're talking about 77 in Wagner, and back into the Tulsa area. We're around 80 degrees, and we're in the 80s out to the west with rain-cooled air. Check out the 70s. Not too bad. Tonight through the morning hours, we'll see very little additional rain after the next 2 hours, but by morning there's a slight chance of an isolated shower storm, 60s to around 70. During the daytime hours, we'll see a pop-up shower or thunderstorm, and again, they're just going to be kind of random, so we don't have specific locations for them. Maybe a little bit more concentrated around the boundary that some of the thunderstorms are creating tonight. Then by the time we get on into Friday, there's a better wave of energy coming through with showers and some thunderstorms possible Friday morning. And notice how this is coming southward. 4 o'clock into Friday evening. There is a chance, 4 o'clock in the afternoon to the evening, a chance some strong thunderstorms in the area. That could slow down some of the football games, so don't be surprised about that. 79 right now, an isolated shower chance or two possible through 9 o'clock or thunder. 68 in the morning, still a slight chance of a pop-up shower in the morning. 83 at noon. Then here come the pop-up random showers and storms. Odds of rain are 50%. That goes up to 70% still on Friday. That's our best chance of rain. That is followed by a slight chance Saturday and just slight Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So staying pretty much normal, 80s near 90, and that is the way it's shaping up. So keep the umbrella handy just in case, even though it hasn't rained on my head for a month.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Trav.
All right.
Sports is next.
When the lights come on and the stadium's full, you know it's football season in Oklahoma. Right now, score big at Jim Glover Nissan with free oil changes for life and more with the Glover Guarantee. Drive away in a 2016 Murano or Pathfinder, your choice, for only $25,999 or just $349 a month. Or get a 2016 Altima for only $17,999 or zero down and only $239 a month. Come experience Oklahoma's fastest growing Nissan dealer. I'll see you on the showroom at Jim Glover Nissan, I-44 Memorial.
Everybody's going to South Point Chevrolet.